Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 1, episode 15 of Tombstone TV. I am your host as always, Bullet Von Awesome. First matchup of this evening is a singles contest. This is St. James Park, making his way all the way down from Newcastle upon Tyne, England. We saw St. James Park last week on episode 14. He opened the show against El Maestro in a qualification matchup for the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view Intercontinental Championship multi-man match, and he came up short. He lost that match to El Maestro, meaning El Maestro is moving to the Masquerade Brawl matchup for the Intercontinental Championship match at the pay-per-view. We now know all 10 combatants in that matchup. St. James was not happy about his performance last week, and he demanded a rematch backstage. When approached for the rematch, El Maestro accepted the rematch. This is not with the spot on the line in the matchup. This is just a straight up matchup. This is for pride. El Maestro knows he can beat St. James. James thinks he can beat El Maestro and wants to prove it to the fans at home. So now, on his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, this is El Maestro. This guy is a Spanish teacher and a music teacher by day, pro wrestler by night. He hides his identity from his students because he doesn't want them to know he drops fools on their heads for a living. They might judge him a little bit differently. So this is a singles matchup. This is El Maestro versus St. James Park as your opening matchup of Tombstone TV episode 15. I want to thank you all for joining us. The referee's going to ring that bell and lock up dead center of the ring. St. James whips El Maestro into the corner and meets him with a big right hand. Bends the leg over and takes away the leg there of El Maestro. St. James taking the fight to El Maestro. The bigger man's picked him up. He's just manhandling him and drops him across that top rope to throat. That's gotta hurt. Whipping the back of the hand. And now the punching combination on the head, dead center of the ring. This is all St. James, and he drops the fist across the face of El Maestro. St. James has unlocked a bit of a vicious streak here now, and look at this for a suplex. El Maestro's had nothing in this, and again the knee across the face. St. James proving his dominance right here at Championship Wrestling Series. Collision there between the referee and St. James, and El Maestro is taking advantage of that, and look, big back suplex on the outside, those tin mats out there. St. James with that sidewalk slam, look at that, dropping El Maestro on the back of his head and neck on the outside. And El Maestro says no and just picks James up and drops him across that barricade. This seems pretty vicious. It got heated backstage. El Maestro was cordial enough to accept the matchup, but St. James has been mouthing off all week about how he can beat El Maestro and that he was just unlucky on the night. I don't think El Maestro is taking kindly to that disrespect, taking his abilities into account and putting his name in disrepute. Look at that. Big elbow in the corner. El Maestro now flopping James down center of the ring and stomping the inside of the leg of St. James, who tries to get away, and El Maestro says no, now drives the knee into the leg of St. James, and he's torquing the ankle at the same time. And now he's gone driving the ankle into the flat of the mat, and a pinfall, a cover, and a kick out at one by St. James. El Maestro gonna teach St. James a lesson if he can, but James now goes for the DDT, and El Maestro gets out, hits him with that short arm clothesline, and he gets the cheers from the fans here. El Maestro is a firm fan favorite for a good reason. He is a veteran, and he's climbing. Look at this, the biggest luchador in CWS, going off the top rope and misses with that elbow directly into the mat. The problem with being a big luchador is there's more of you. The weight to hit the mat when things go wrong can do more damage. St. James Park, yup, taunting the fans, telling them, this is your idol, this is your guy. As El Maestro whips James into that Masquerade Brawl logo, that barricade right in front of these fans, goes for the chop and misses. St. James now picking El Maestro up, and look at that, releasing him flat back, bump outside on the floor right in front of those fans. And he's got El Maestro up on his shoulders, and he's bringing him over to the barricades, but he can't quite. No, El Maestro fights out of it. James picks him up again, and look at this. Oh my God, on the outside, dropping El Maestro on the back of his head. James back into the ring, breaks that count. He could have won right there with that count, and a collision here. Neither one able to take the other one down with those shoulder tackles. El Maestro's got back into the ring. St. James now is met with an open hand slap. This disrespect from El Maestro, just pay him back the disrespect he felt. And look at this. Oh my God, over the top rope, a front flipping senton. El Maestro catches James and takes him down. Truly out to teach him a lesson, and a big boot takes James down. El Maestro gets a kick to the face. James panicking here, it seems, getting whipped up that ramp area. El Maestro taking the fight to James, and goes for the big boot and misses. James misses with the chop, a kick to the gut, and that big boot, he eats it this time. El Maestro booting the face off of St. James Park. The referees count up to 7. Just before 8, St. James makes it back into the ring. James whips Maestro off that rope, drops down, and meets him with an elbow. Rocking El Maestro, taking him off his feet. St. James now locks up with him. He's got him up on his shoulders. St. James up on the shoulders, and oh my God, he absolutely rocks him with that one. St. James bouncing the hand off the flat of the mat, driving the knee across the face, and I think he clipped him that time. I think he bust him, and it dropping the knee again across the already bust open face of El Maestro. St. James, is he going for it again? Oh my God, St. James rocking El Maestro again. He's ready to rumble with that one. St. James climbing back into the ring. Is he going to take the count out victory? Is El Maestro going to get back to his feet? James sees him up. Slides to the outside, another collision shoulder tackle, neither man taking the other one down. El Maestro thinks he's got James, springboards over the top rope into a lockup. James, big elbow again, taking Maestro down, already bust him open, and now driving the face, and he's going for that Uranagi and misses. We've seen him hit that before. He gets arm dragged out of it. And a roll-up, El Maestro, kip up, and a kick to the face. St. James Park. Momentum's gone against him. Oh, another collision. Again, neither man able to knock each other down. Big right hand into the already bust open face of El Maestro. El Maestro's got him up. He's got him in for that Tombstone Sam Driver. He's got him with the Sam Driver. And he's dragging El Maestro to the center of the ring, away from those ropes. The referee's down. There's a 1, a 2, and a 3. And off the Sam Driver Tombstone. St. James Park gets the win. El Maestro still going to the Intercontinental match at the Masquerade Brawl, but St. James might get a bit of vindication from this one. He's going outside. Oh my God! What? The match is already over. St. James, what are you doing? You've already won. El Maestro was not expecting this vicious assault on the outside, driving his hip into those steel stairs. St. James, why? Why did you do that? What's to be gotten, what's to be gained from this vicious assault? I hope El Maestro will be okay to make it to the pay-per-view. St. James with a vicious assault to El Maestro. Your winner, St. James Park. Hello and welcome back to episode 15. This is part 2 of Tombstone TV. We have a tag team matchup for you right now. First of 2 tag matches of the night. The winners of both matches go on to next week's show. They'll face off against each other, and the winner of that will be the number 1 contender for the tag team championships here at CWS, and they'll head to the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view. Introducing your first team of competitors. On your left, it's the Tower of London, Big Ben. On your right, Royal Albert Tall, the Pure Bloods, the team of Big and Tall. And they are in great spirits this evening on Tombstone TV. They've come this far in the tournament. They hope to go a bit further. Big and Tall up against the Cartel this evening. Sorry, definitely not the Cartel. The team of Aches and Pain of the Picone family business. I believe this is a first time matchup between these two teams. Royal Albert Tall and Big Ben, the Tower of London. They seem to have turned the crowd in their favor, and they seem to be getting cheered more and more every week. Look at these large athletes readying themselves for what will be, no doubt, a very grueling matchup against the team of Aches and Pain. And here we go. On your left, we've got Hank Payne, and on your right we've got Victor Aches in dead center there. Their mentor, their boss, their leader, it's Joey Picone Jr., the leader of the Picone family business. Joey has qualified for the Intercontinental Championship match at the Masquerade Brawl. Speaking of which, El Maestro, who also qualified last week but has since been attacked by St. James Park, El Maestro has been taken to a nearby medical facility to have his condition to be assessed. We'll see what happens there as the night progresses and as we get closer to the Masquerade Brawl. The bell is rung, and Victor Aches has been caught by the neck and launched over the head of Royal Albert Tall. And Albert grabs him again with a neck breaker, taking him down. And just pushing him away into that turnbuckle. Grabs the leg, bends it over the rope, and a kick to the inside of the leg. Royal Albert Tall with a big right hand, a chop. And he's caught him by the neck and just launching Victor Aches over the top of his head. And oh my god, a captured driver right there. Takes him down, 1, and a kick out at 1 by Victor Aches. Gets pushed off. Royal Albert Tall goes for a grab and misses. And he's got him again. Look at this. Over the top of his head and drops him onto his back. And a running knee, and he misses. This time, a big time reversal. Victor Aches gets out of that one. And he bounces the head of Royal Albert Tall off that top turnbuckle, makes the tag to Hank. And now Hank Payne off the top. We've seen this before. Look at this. That'll give you aches and pains. Hank, big clubbing blow over the back of Royal Albert Tall, taking him down. And Albert's fighting back now. This big hoss-off right here, it captured again by the neck and just tossed over his head. Royal Albert Tall makes his way to his corner, makes the tag, and in comes Big Ben. The Tower of London shoulder tackled, but has not fallen down. Dragging Hank over to those ropes. Big Ben picks him up for a suplex, assisted by the top rope, and drops him flat in the center of the ring. Big Ben showing off. Hank can't quite grab Ben, and Ben picks him up onto his shoulders and walks him over to his turnbuckle and drops him snake eyes across the top. Big Ben dropping the boot across Hank. And again and again. Big Ben off the ropes and a running leg drop to Hank Payne. Big Ben taking a moment and drives the knee into the face of Hank Payne, who gets right back up. He's straight up no-sold that one. He captions, whips him off that turnbuckle, and a big monkey flip about 12 feet in the air. Hank Payne got launched. Big Ben back to the corner, makes the tag to Royal Albert Hall, the freshman back in. And he's got Hank up, and he's going to snake eyes against the opposite corner. And Hank is just being manhandled here. He's just had his face smashed off the top turnbuckle and he's been bust wide open. Can't fight out because Big Ben makes the attack. Ripped off the ropes, and look at this for a swinging duck under neck breaker. Royal Albert Hall with the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Hank Payne. Another tag to Big Ben. Ben now legal. Royal Albert Hall getting out on the far side. He's coming over to the announce desk. It's quick hello, and off he goes again. Look, again, the top rope assisted suplex taking Hank Payne down. Big Ben taunting and posing, but he's turned his back to Payne. Payne's after making the tag to Aches. Victor Aches now the legal man, and he's got that gut kick to Big Ben, but Big Ben with a big back body drop taking Victor Aches down. Hank in the way of our camera right now. Oh, Ben's got him up. Pile driver. Pile driver. Big Ben 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Big Ben looked shocked that the pile driver wasn't enough to put Victor away. Big Ben to the top rope. Big Ben off the top to the outside with a clothesline from the top taking Victor Aches down. I've never seen anything like that. Big Ben all that way crashing down on Victor Aches, and look at this discus punch taking the man down. And a big right hand to Hank Payne. Victor Aches now getting back into the ring. Hank off for the distraction, left him do that, but he still ate those rights and an uppercut. Ben now going to take Victor Aches by the collar, but Victor sees through it. He gets his way out. Those stiff elbow shots to the midsection. But Ben just pushes him off and showing off that athleticism of Big Ben with the flip. And again to pose like this. Victor Aches heading to the wrong direction, trying to make that tag. Couldn't find his partner. And Ben just pushing him away. And a discus punch again taking Victor Aches down. Ben posting. Oh, but that was it. Victor got enough of that to make the tag. Hank now legal sneaks up on Big Ben and he's caught him. Gut kick and a DDT and a pinfall attempt center of the ring. Royal Albert Hall gets into breaking up before the referee can even count to 1. And a Fez press from Payne taking Ben down with these punches. And another right hand and a neck breaker. Hank Payne taking the fight to Big Ben. Big Ben has fallen. The Tower of London comes crashing down, but makes his tag. And now Royal Albert Hall gets into the ring. And this is an exchange. Oh, rights and left and a DDT taking Hank Payne down. And he's got him up. Got him caught into that package driver right there. Royal Albert Hall not impressed with Victor Aches, but takes him down to the clothesline in the corner. Big Ben going to disrespect. Look at this. Just drops him. Flat back body bump. Victor Aches taken down as Tall takes the fight to Payne. He's got this armbar locked in. No one to help Payne. Joey just watching on from the outside while Albert Hall releases it, and now he's going to drag him away from the ropes. And Payne just no-sells it. He just flips off of his head, spins Tall around, catches him by the neck, and spikes him down to the ground. Payne now clubbing blows, and Joey celebrating on the outside. Victor Aches getting up in the apron, readying himself. He's ready to tag if he's needed. Tall at the wrong side of the ring here. And look at that. Hank Payne throwing caution to the wind, going over the top rope with the senton somersault, taking Royal Albert Tall down. Hank now throwing Tall back into the ring. This is the Picone family businesses to lose, I think. And a running shotgun knee elbow combo misses. Hank now bouncing the head of Royal Albert Tall off the top turnbuckle over Nixon Payne's corner. The tag is made. Victor is now legal. Whip off the ropes and look at that. Big back body drop from the two to Royal Albert Tall. Stomp across the face. And a knee to the face. Victor taking Royal Albert Tall down. A lock up. Whip off the ropes. No, he's pulling back. Arm drag taking Royal Albert Tall down again. The momentum is with aches and pain right now. Chris is the commentator. As I say it, Royal Albert Tall fights his way back out. And again misses with that elbow-knee combination. Met with a neck breaker from Victor Aches. But he pops right back up. And look at this, floating over DDT. Victor Aches says that's it, but doesn't realize Tall has made the tag to Big Ben. Ben sneaking up on him. Oh, and he goes for a DDT. But Victor Aches' back body dropped and Ben's gone into the cover. One. And Payne gets in to break up that tag. Victor Aches now got behind. And look at this backstabber. A backstabber from Aches. Taking Big Ben down. Dragging him. Hopefully get him to the corner. Bouncing the head off the top rope. Again, this matchup makes you advance in our tournament. Look again. That'll bring the pain. That will bring the pain. Payne taking the fight to Big Ben. And Uranagi. He's got him down. He's got the submission locked in. Is Big Ben going to tap? Is the Tower of London going to fall to Aches and Payne? Joey Picone Jr. watching on. If the Picone family business can get through this match, if Aches and Payne can win, they get to the finals of the tournament next week on Tombstone TV episode 16. Winner of that will go to the pay-per-view event. You can be sure Joey Picone Jr. wants the family business to have all the gold. The pressure will be on Aches and Payne to win this matchup, but it's not going in their favor. At the moment, Big Ben makes the tag to Royal Albert Tall, a double suplex, taking Hank Payne down. Royal Albert Tall grabbing that arm and again driving it into the ring. Twist, wrench, armbar. He's torquing on that arm. And Payne looks to be in pain right now. He's got him dragged over to the center of the ring. Royal Albert Tall steps through the sharpshooter and he's torquing on that back. Victor Aches shotgun dropkick. Breaks off that submission move. Royal Albert Tall now. He's got Victor up. Oh my god, power bomb to Victor Aches. The non-legal man, the illegal man, slides out of the ring and Tall gets Payne down for the count. 1, 2, 3. That's it, that's all it took. Royal Albert Tall gets the pinfall victory and the team of Big and Tall will advance in this tournament. Let's see who they're going to face off against next week. Will it be Lock and Load or the Castle Twins, those gladiators? But for now, the team of Big and Tall, the Purebloods, they win, they advance, they're on the way. Are we looking at our next number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships? Thanks for joining us. Please come back for part 3. Thank you. This is part 3 of episode 15 of Tombstone TV. I want to welcome you back. My name is Bullet Von Awesome. I am your host again for this evening. This is our tag team matchup. Who is going to go on to face the team of Big and Tall in next week's episode? Will it be this team? The team of Bobby Lock and Tommy Load. Lock and Load. are here making their way to the ring on Tombstone TV, dispensing justice, righting the wrongs that they see in society. They've made it to the semifinals of this tournament. They have a deadly team they're up against in this matchup. And as I said, we've seen earlier tonight the Cartel, Aches and Pain, they lost to the team of Big Ben and Royal Albert Tall. So Big and Tall progress. We're gonna see Lock and Load versus the Castle Twins in this matchup. The winners face off next week. Winners of that match, number one contenders, they go on to the pay-per-view. They'll go on a Masquerade Brawl to face the Walkers and Dead, Daryl and Merle. As Lock and Load ready themselves for what's inevitably going to be a hard-hitting matchup here with the Castle Twins, we get ready for the usual slow and methodical entrance that gets in the head of the enemy. These gladiators here, on their way to the ring, Tyrion and Theon Castle, the twin brothers, former World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions here at CWS, hoping to regain the gold, hoping to become the first two-time Tag Team Champions in CWS history. Tyrion and Theon Castle making their way to the ring. And while this is happening, a quick update on what's going on with El Maestro. He's being assessed at this local medical facility because it's not looking good. I'm told that he can walk, he has full function and movement, but it's not looking great for him and his abilities, and the likelihood of him making the pay-per-view, those odds aren't great. As we get more information, we will bring it to you. Meanwhile, Fabian Nils has been back and forth with management. He is outraged at the fact he was defending the title in this multi-man matchup in the pay-per-view anyway. Back-to-back multi-man matches of back-to-back pay-per-views. Fabian is not happy. Feels like his run is being sabotaged here at CWS. An ill-fated Intercontinental Championship reign. He feels that the world's against him. He's asking, why the multi-man match, and why, if El Maestro's not even in the match, who are his competitors going to be? It's not very clear to him. But anyway, let's not detract with the Intercontinental Championship news. Let's not take away from the tag team matchup. We've had the bell rang and Lock on the outside, Load to start, and he's absolutely slingshotted Theon Castle's thrown into that bottom rope. Bobby Lock now in, and look at that quick fire DDT taking him down. Bobby Lock whips Theon, narrowly avoids the referee. Big splash in the corner. Theon down. Bobby Lock, all the way across the back of the arm. And he's grabbed him by the throat and picked him up. And look at this, a choking throw. We saw Theon and Tyrion do that a lot last week on Tombstone TV. And another running splash from Bobby Lock taking him down. Bobby Lock climbing the ropes. Is Lock gonna fly here? Bobby Lock perched on the top rope ready to pounce, and he just steps down. And a bit of a miscommunication there. I think Theon went for a crossbody and missed. Lock gets the tag to Load. Load in, leaps over the head of a charging Theon. And look at this. A backbreaker there. Bobby Lock sees Tyrion coming in to break up the count and charges the ring. Legal men now, Theon Castle and Tommy Load. Look at this. Theon fighting out of that. And he's got Tommy Lock locked in, and a suplex takes Tommy Lock down. Tommy Load, my apologies. And finally Theon makes the castle to Tyrion. Makes the tag to Tyrion Castle, in with a big boot taking Tommy Load down. And driving the gauntlet into the face of Tommy Load. Referee got the count. There's a 1 and a kick out. Tommy Load's not getting counted out like that. And Tyrion just turns and takes a cheap shot at Bobby Lock. Whipping Load off the ropes, drop down, and look at this. This whipping wheel side kick. Taking Load down. Tyrion dragging Load over to the corner, but Load's fighting out before he gets there. Load. Oh my god, took his time and got force-fed a kick to the mush. Tyrion driving his foot into the face of Tommy Load. You should be making the tag here, Tyrion, not goofing off. And Load dives across the ring, connects a tag with Bobby Locke, who storms in with a running DDT, taking Tyrion down, whipping Tyrion off that rope, and look at this, driving the big elbow into the face. Tyrion's down. Bobby Locke, has a kick into the gut. Tyrion can't quite get the advantage here. Locke's got the splash in the corner, taking Tyrion down, and a big boot from Tyrion Castle takes Locke off his feet. Tyrion makes the tag. Theon legal now. Theon with the longer hair of the twins. And a big gauntlet clubbing blow across the back of Bobby Locke. Locke now wisely rolling to the outside as Theon climbs to the top and just pops right back down, makes the tag to his brother Tyrion. Tyrion now legal. And oh my god, look at that, a facebuster off the knee of Tyrion Castle. Bobby Locke tries to get to the ropes. Tyrion won't let him. He's just going to wrench at the leg, trying to incapacitate the man. Tyrion says, that's it, and he goes for a springboard, but Bobby catches him, and he's now just choking right in front of the referee. Bobby Locke is just choking, and Tyrion drops him down, and he's gone for this cover. He thinks he has him. One. Oh, and a kick out at one. And the springboard assisted crossbody. Tyrion takes Bobby Locke down. Tyrion's celebrating and doesn't realize that Tommy Lode's made the tag. Oh, he's caught him with that right hand. Big club across the back. And he's got him up. And the fall of Rome, right in front of Bobby Locke, who gets in and breaks up the count. And Tyrion now, look at this, he goes for that, that schoolboy he likes, and Load was prepared, gets out of it, drops the knee, and look at this, left hand punching combination, finishes off at the right. Load's got the count, that's it, 1, 2, and somehow Tyrion kicks out at 2. Load is beside himself, he thought he had it. Tyrion now rolling to the outside, Load climbing to the top rope. Not used to seeing him up there. And again, Locke and Load just toying with the fans, not going off that top rope for no man. Bobby Locke, big right hand across the back. And again, across the back of that armor plate, taking Theon down. Bobby Locke drops the elbow across the back. And again, sliding to the outside. Bobby Locke, quick tag, Tommy Load back in. He was eating these rights on a club, this gauntlet clubbing across the back of Tommy Load. And again, the gauntlet driven into the face of Tommy Load. And Tyrion says, that's it. And then goes and proceeds to tag out of the match, and his brother comes in. Theon. Short arm clothesline taking Tommy Load down. Bouncing the head of Tommy Load off this mat. And a quick cover attempt right in front of Bobby Locke. He's not going to let that happen. And look, he's going wild here. Trying to egg these fans onto his side. And Tommy appears to have slid out under the ropes, and oh my god, he's been speared off the apron. Tommy Load hit the ground with such force. Theon's gone out to meet him, whips him back into the ring. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen, if Theon can just get back into the ring. Meanwhile, Tyrion's down. Didn't see what happened there. Happened off camera. And neither man can get the advantage here. Big club and gauntlet assisted shot across the back. And a suplex to Tommy Load, dead center of the ring. Lock nowhere around to help it. Bouncing the head off the top turnbuckle in the Castle's corner. And oh my god, look at this. A release over the head suplex. He's got the cover on. Theon now broken up before one. Bobby Locke not afraid to bend the laws of this one. Theon's catching Lode's head and bouncing off the mat. Locke quick to the outside of the ring. Theon thinks he has it. Look at him taunting the crowds. Driving the gauntlet into the face of Tommy Lode. And up to the top rope, the second rope, and that gut punch. Tommy Lode played possum, snuck up, drove the punch into the gut. And now he's got this triangle choke locked in. He's got the triangle locked in. He had that one locked and loaded. And it looks like a big power bomb from Theon Castle, able to break up the triangle choke. Theon really needs to make the tag. Tommy Lode really needs to make the tag. But the cover. Referee's down for a 1. And oh my god, Bobby Locke not only broke up the count, but Tommy Lode also grabbed the bottom rope. That was not going to be the pinfall. Neither man was allowing themselves to lose like that. And look at this. The Roman driver. And a pinfall again right in front of Bobby Locke in to break up the count again. Honestly breaking the laws of this matchup. Tommy manages to kick Theon away. Tommy Lode makes the tag. Bobby Locke now legal. And straight in. And he's been caught. And look at this release suplex over the top of the head. Bobby Locke taken down in a pinfall attempt right here in the Castle's corner. Only good for a 1 count. Bobby Locke gets out of it. And he's powerbombed for his troubles. Theon there taunting the crowd. In the Castle's corner, he's up to the top rope. Eyeing up his man. And oh my god, off the top rope, the double gauntlet, the double axe handles. Theon takes Bobby Locke down. Surely that's enough. He's picked him up, and look at this wheelbarrow slam. Theon just smashing the head of Bobby Locke off the floor, and then whipping him into that turnbuckle. Theon's getting back into the ring. He must sense that this thing is nearly over. Whips Bobby Locke into the corner. He follows up, lift and lock to the top rope, and then pushes him clean off the top to the outside. That's a long way to fall. Theon now over and lifts Tommy Lode into the ring. He might regret that one. Tommy Lode wasn't expecting it. He's stunned. Theon makes the tag. Tyrion now legal. And step up over the second rope. Somersault dive over the top to the outside. Takes Bobby Locke down. Lode out on his feet in the center of the ring, and the 2 legal men on the outside of this matchup. This match is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrion just got launched into those steel steps by Bobby Locke. Refs count up to 5. Bobby Locke getting back into the ring. Is he going to stay and take the count out, or is he going to break up? Oh, he's in the corner, taunting the Castle twins. And Tyrion's caught his arm, wrenching it over the top rope. And he's lifting Locke to the top. What are we going to see here? A big punch. He's got him staggered on the top ropes. And what's going to happen here? Tyrion with a big moonsault from the top. He had the Uranagi locked in, and he hit him with a moonsault from the top rope. That has to be it. The Castle twins make the tag. And oh my god, I'm lost for words, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow Bobby Locke picks him up, spins him around 360, and drops him with the sidewalk slam. Tommy Lode knocks the partner off the apron. We got a 1, 2, 3, your winners, and progressing to next week's episode of Tombstone TV for the finals of our tag team tournament to face the team of Big and Tall. We've got Locke and Lode. Locke and Lode, Big and Tall. Next week, #1 contenders tag team match. Winner goes to the pay-per-view to face the Walkers Undead. Thanks for joining us here for part 3. Come back for part 4. Will Yamamoto get his revenge on the Grim Reapers? Said that before, might say it again. Join us to find out. Welcome back to part 4, episode 15 of Tombstone TV. Ladies and gentlemen, taking no time to get here at all. This fourth matchup will be Yamamoto in singles action. After being embarrassed last week at the Contenders match, Contenders 4, for the Masquerade Brawl, Yamamoto came in at entrant number 2 and was immediately kicked, caught, picked up, and military pressed over at that top rope and eliminated from the Contenders match. Not for the first time it's happened to Yamamoto. It happened to Contenders 3 as well, where Wrench just embarrassed him single-handedly. Just picked him up and bossed Yamamoto. Yamamoto has called out Wrench. He wants Wrench in straight-up singles action, and Wrench has told him, much like last month, you're not having me. You have to get through my man first. Management negotiated with Wrench that if Wrench could pick a man of his choice to sub in to face Yamamoto. If Yamamoto wins, he gets Wrench at the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view. And if Yamamoto loses, this is the end of it. These guys will not touch, at least until after the Masquerade Brawl. Wrench, the leader of the Grim Reapers, has all this power at his hands. Ratchet Riley Rose behind him. The little one in front of him there is Tommy Torque Thompson. And the man of the hour right there with the bandana is Jackson Gage Harris. It is him in singles action up against Yamamoto tonight, defending the honor of his leader of the Grim Reapers, Wrench M. Wrench seems pretty confident that Jackson's going to do the business here tonight. Yamamoto has beaten Wrench before on pay-per-view at the Eliminator. Those two had an absolute hoss-off. But here we go, the ref's ready, rings the bell. Yamamoto pushes Jackson away, and he's picked him up over the head. Yamamoto dragging Jackson over to the corner and drops him snake eyes over the top rope. Yamamoto taking the fight, and look at this little power bomb out of the corner. Jackson down. Yamamoto flips him over and drops the foot across the back of the Achilles. And now he's applying all that weight to the back of Jackson Gage Harris, who hasn't come out of the gates in this one at all. Yamamoto catches him, pushes him off, and a big clothesline to the back of the head into that turnbuckle. Yamamoto taking the fight to Jackson Gage Harris, and a kick to the midsection as Wrench looks on. Yama now driving the knee of Jackson Gage Harris into that mat, and Yama's on the outside now, squaring up to Wrench. He barrels through the Grim Reapers, and again pushing Gage aside. Picks him up, and oh god, release, front release, suplex, dropping Gage on his face in front of his fellow Grim Reapers out here, and a big elbow across the back to Jackson Gage Harris. Yamamoto showing absolutely no quarter for this guy. Stomp to the back. He means business. He clearly wants Wrench and pay-per-view. Oh, these open hand slaps and a short clothesline from Yamamoto, taking Gage down. Refs count up to 6. Yamamoto picking Jackson up and whips Jackson back into the ring as the referee's count reaches 8 before Yamamoto gets back into the ring. He could have just taken the count at victory there as he drops the elbow into the back of Jackson Gage Harris. Now he's going for that cover. We got a 1, 2, and a kick out by Jackson. Yamamoto says that's it. Takes a little too much time, and Gage catches Yamamoto with that big right fist. And club across the back. He calls that the motorcycle club. Or the MC for short. Yamamoto whips him into the corner. Goes for that big splash and misses. Jackson gets a big clothesline but can't take Yamamoto off his feet. Yama hits Gage with a clothesline of his own and does take him down. But Yamamoto's centering Gage up. Center of the ring, but Gage says nope. He climbs away. Meeting Yamamoto with his right fists and finally takes Yamamoto off his feet with a punch to the face. Wrench seems excited about that one. Gage drops the knee of Yamamoto into the flat of the mat. Ratchet, Riley Rose, Wrench, and Tommy Torque Thompson all looking on. Grim Reapers must be happy with how this thing started to play out. The momentum is turned, and Gage is now in full control. Curse as a commentator strikes again as Yamamoto torques the arm, twisted, and drops Gage like that. Momentum's for Yama right now. Kick to the gut and a club across the back, and a club and blow to the back of the neck. And as Yamamoto goes to the top turnbuckle, Gage sneaks up on him, meets him right hand at the midriff. And another right. No, Yamamoto fights him off. And diving. Oh my god, diving shoulder tackle. A front flipping diving shoulder tackle from the top rope. And Gage answers back with a jump swinging neck breaker to Yamamoto. It seems like Gage is feeling himself. He says that's it. And hits a big clothesline. A second. Taking Yamamoto down, goes for the third, misses, and there we go, ducks under, gets that clothesline. The MC, motorcycle clubbing bro. And here we go, the grim kick. Jackson Gage Harris is to bust Yamamoto open with the grim kick. Referee counts 1, 2, and Yamamoto kicks out of the grim kick. The Reapers will not take Yama's soul right now. The fans chanting fight forever. And Jackson headbutts Yamamoto, taking him down. Headbutt to the already bust open face of Yamamoto. Jackson now stomping on the chest. Caught the arms and just driving his foot into the chest of Yamamoto. Jackson now seeking advice from Wrench. He says finish it. Gage now over the top rope with a flipping senton to the outside, taking Yamamoto down. Don't see that out of too many big men. Jackson Gage Harris now embarrassing Yamamoto, scraping the foot across the face. Because this might be the biker's time to shine. But Yamamoto seems to have turned a reversal here and a big suplex on the outside. Refs count up to 5 as Yamamoto gets a chokehold on Jackson. Yamamoto again gets to the count of 8 before he gets back into the ring with Jackson Gage Harris. And now he's sitting on the back, applying all that weight and drives his thunderous weight down into the lower back of Jackson Gage Harris. Yama's got him up again, another suplex. In the ring where it's legal to get the pinfall, Yama climbs to the top right in front of the Reapers. We've seen this before, that Yamamoto moonsault. And he's got a 1, 2, and Jackson kicks out somehow right in front of Wrench. Did not want to lose in front of the Prez. Yamamoto's lost it. He's just caught Jackson by the throat and got a two-handed chokehold throw. Launches Jackson Gage across the ring. Jackson fights out with the elbow. And a short clothesline. Jackson taking Yamamoto down. Yama slides to the outside. Jackson follows him up. Yama pushes him off. And Yamamoto thrown into that turnbuckle post. Gage hits him with the stroke, taking Yamamoto down. And now clubbing away at the face of Yamamoto, Jackson Gage Harris. All the momentum with him right now. And a neck breaker on the outside on the floor right in front of the Masquerade Brawl barricade and those screaming fans. Yama gets Jackson with a kick and some chops and some clubs of his own. And a clothesline to the back of the head that takes Jackson Gage Harris off his feet. Refs count up to 8 right now. Yamamoto back into the ring. Jackson's out on his feet. And Wrench encourages Jackson to get back into the ring and breaks the count before the count at 9, but catches Yama with a cross. Oh my god, and look at this. Yama thought he was going to get over the back of Gage, who saw it coming and got the knees up. Gage says, "This is it. I mean it. For real this time. I believe him." Gage, oh my god, look at this, flipping Yamamoto over, dead center of the ring. This ground and pound offense driving the fist right into the face of Yamamoto, stamping across the chest. Yama sees red, but that might be his own blood obscuring his vision. Gage taking him down again. The Grim Reaper is all over Yamamoto right now. Gage is signaling for that Grim kick, and oh my god, again over the top rope. That somersault senton takes him down. Jackson Gage Harris with the kick and the DDT outside on the floor right in front of my commentary table. Bouncing the arm of Yamamoto off the ground. Jackson Gage again just stomping the chest of Yamamoto. Jackson doing all he can to take the wind out of Yamamoto's sails. Whips him into that barricade, bounces his back off that steel grate. Yama's out on his feet as the whole of the Reapers, the known Reapers, are all blocking this entrance to the ring for Yama. And somehow, Yama storms the Reapers and meets the face of Jackson Gage Harris with a big boot, taking him down, whips him back into the ring. Yamamoto taking the fight back to the center of the ring, but he hits that elbow. He connects. Gage takes Yama down. Yama kick to the gut. Whips Gage. Oh, and look at this. Short clothesline. Stamping across the back of the elbow of Gage. Yama stamps the back. And again, stomping at the back of the elbow. And for a third time, stomping at the back of the elbow. 1, 2, and somehow Gage kicks out at 2. Yamamoto stalking Jackson Gage Harris. And oh my god, he picks him up. Gage played possum. He hit him with that big boot. Gage looks like he's going for that pinfall. Yama gets the rope break. The ring awareness of Yamamoto, the seasoned veteran, allowed him to get that rope break. Jackson hits him with a clothesline. And a big right hand. Again, bouncing the right hand of Yama off the mat. And a headbutt. Nobody wins with a headbutt. Jackson Gage takes him down. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Gage Harris has defended the honor of his Grim Reaper's leader, Wrench M. Yamamoto and Wrench cannot touch between now and the end of the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view. Wrench will be delighted with how Jackson Gage Harris has performed in this one. Great win for Gage. Great win for Gage. It puts him on a clearer path, defeating someone the pedigree and the caliber of Yamamoto in singles action on Tombstone TV. That's done wonders for Gage right now, and it's great for Wrench. He'll get the breather. Yamamoto can't touch him till at least after the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view. We'll see how this thing continues to play out. Thanks for joining us here at Tombstone TV. Hope you come back for the next part of the evening. Thank you and goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 15, Tombstone TV. This is part 5, and we have something of an interesting spotlight, a showcase matchup for you this evening. Both competitors in this match have come off of losses that would have assisted them in their quest for championship goals. So these guys are going to face off against each other tonight to see which one can get back on the path to glory Introducing our first competitor in this matchup. A fan favorite who's recently he showed sides of gray here. This is Travis the Savage Sanchez with his new partner, coach, the #1 contender for the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship, Marshall Hartz, who has taken Travis under his wing and is teaching him more about the wrestling business and different various fighting styles to get Travis away from leaning a little heavy on the boxing acumen of his. You've got Travis the Savage Sanchez, who got eliminated from that contenders match last week on Tombstone TV. He did not win, but the person who did win the matchup is his mentor, Marshall Hartz, the #1 contender for the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. So Travis is going to ready himself now for battle. As Travis prepares, the crowd ready themselves for his opponent. His opponent on his way to the ring, Eli Valentine. Eli lost to Blacklight on episode 13 of Tombstone TV in a qualification matchup for the Masquerade Brawl Intercontinental Championship match. Eli was offered this match with Travis the Savage Sanchez, and Eli wisely knew that Marshall Hartz would be in Travis's corner. It got to be a bit of a wild card for Eli. His 2-on-1 numbers wouldn't suit him, so he made a call to someone who wants to see Marshall Hartz up close. The champion of CWS, the world's heavyweight champion, a championship wrestling series. Major Attraction was only too happy to assist Eli. He's going to be in his corner for this matchup. He can watch Travis up close, and he'll get his eyes on Marshall Hartz before these two meet for the very first time, seemingly at the Masquerade Brawl. Marshall won the contenders match in his in-ring debut. Let's see if Eli can upset the apple cart here and defeat the much bigger man in Travis the Savage Sanchez. The bell rings, and straight away Travis takes the fight to Eli and drives the shoulder into the corner there. Oh, but Eli out wrestling Travis. He's got him down into the submission. Travis finds his way to the ropes and breaks up that submission maneuver. Eli now mounting Travis, but you're not going to beat Travis in a boxing match here at CWS. Eli clubbing away repeatedly at Travis. These low kicks now. And a side kick takes Travis down. And Travis back up to his feet immediately. Travis the Savage Sanchez now whipped into the corner, and he meets the boots of Eli. Eli now standing moonsault to Travis the Savage Sanchez. I bet Valentine loves the fact he's in total control here. Travis now meets Eli with a kick, and he just picks him up, plain as day, picks up the lighter man, and just drops him throat first across that top rope. Stomp to the foot, and outside you can see Marshall Hartz shouting encouragement to Travis, telling him what he expects of him, what he wants him to do. Travis catches Eli by the hair and bounces the back of his head off the ring apron. Off the ring mat, my apologies. Travis is stomping on the back of the arm of Eli Valentine, and he drags him up only to run and meet the knee of Eli. That might be it. Eli might be out cold. Travis targeting the leg now of Eli Valentine. And he's caught him. He's caught him. Look at this. Oh my God, he's got Eli down like this. Major Attraction looking on in horror. Eli Valentine rolls through and gets a kick to the back of the shoulder blades of Travis the Savage Sanchez, and he follows it up immediately with that high drop kick, taking Travis down. He needs a breather. He's rolled out to the outside. Oh, and Travis slides in, gets the shin of Eli. Eli meets Travis with these right hands. And is Eli going to try to lift Travis? No, sees through that and goes for the elbows to the back instead. And again, repeated elbow shots to the back of Travis the Savage Sanchez, only to turn him around, and he gets him with that knee to the face. Eli Valentine might have Travis the Savage Sanchez's number. Oh God, collision here, taking the man down. Travis is down, rest count up to 6. Eli whipping Travis into that barricade. Eli standing Travis up and he's out on his feet. Eli back into the ring to break up the count. He might regret that. He had the victory there. And again, back to driving the elbow into the back of Travis the Savage Sanchez. Eli Valentine is clubbing away Travis, and again, that knee to the face on the outside, and this time Travis gets right back up to his feet and back into the ring. Travis just picking Eli up again with ease. Got him in that tree of woe and just tosses him across the ring. Travis now getting the cover. All that weight across Eli, and Eli manages to kick out at 1. Travis favoring that injured back, and yet still taunting Eli to get up. Eli trying to suplex Travis, and he does it. He gets him with that suplex package driver. The count of 2 and 3. Your winner by total upset. Eli Valentine just pinned Travis the Savage Sanchez on Tombstone TV with the help of Marshall Hearts. It was not enough for Travis to get the victory. Eli will not be denied with Major Attraction in his corner. What an upset. Major Attraction gets to see what Martial Arts is about up close. I doubt this is the end. We're going to see a Travis and Eli Valentine. It's definitely not the end of Martial Arts and Major Attraction. Let's see where this thing goes. That's the end of part 5 here of episode 15 Tombstone TV. I've been your host, Bullet from Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Come back for part 6 where we've got women's matchup action. This is your semi-main event of the evening here in episode 15 Tombstone TV. Part 6. We have women's single action right now. This is an interesting matchup. Oh, and introducing first, alongside her own son, as you see there, the Starshine Kid drops that smoke bomb. Doing her best Moonbeam Jr. impression, representing the Cosmic Alliance. Former CWS Women's Champion, Lady Starshine. Lady Starshine, as I said, former CWS Women's Champion, the first Women's Champion here at CWS, and mother to the Starshine Kid. Lady Starshine makes her way to the ring. She lost her championship at the Eliminator pay-per-view to big-time aerial wrestler in her very first defense of the CWS Women's Championship. Lost that title. And on the same event, we had a women's Eliminator matchup won by her opponent this evening, the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Wildcat gets her #1 contender shot at the Women's Championship here at CWS at the next pay-per-view at the Masquerade Brawl. It's big-time aerial wrestler versus the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Lady Starshine, upset at the fact she's not going to get a rematch, she's not going to get a chance to earn her championship back, has challenged the Wildcat. And the stipulation tonight being, if Lady Starshine wins, she gets inserted into that matchup at the pay-per-view, the Masquerade Brawl, for the title. It'll become a triple threat match instead of a singles match. But if Kitty Richards wins tonight, if the Wildcat can do it, if she can win tonight, then Lady Starshine will not be able to challenge Kitty Richards if she wins the championship. So there's a lot on the line here tonight, and here we go. We've got the Wildcat Kitty Richards strutting her stuff here, representing the band Wild Tiger, making her way to the ring with her own husband, Will Richards, who has qualified for that Intercontinental Championship matchup at the Masquerade Brawl by defeating another member of the Cosmic Alliance on episode 13 of Tombstone TV. He beat Ozone. So there's a lot on the line here between these two groups, these two factions, between Wild Tiger and the Cosmic Alliance. There's a lot at stake here. There's a lot of pride and hurt, and the bell has rung, and so far it's all Lady Starshine. Got Kitty in the corner, and she's stomping on the throat of the Wildcat. Dropping that elbow across the chest to Kitty Richards. Starshine Kid on the outside, offering words of encouragement to his mother as Kitty Richards drives the foot into the face of Lady Starshine. But Kitty is a much smaller woman, far less experienced fighter, but she's scrappy. And that punching combination and that big kick taking Lady Starshine down. Again, punching combination and a big right hand to the face. But Lady Starshine fights right back and clotheslines Kitty off her feet into the corner. But there's a lot of fight in this cat as Kitty Richards storms out of the corner and hits a clothesline only to eat. Oh my God, Lady Starshine all that weight across the chest of Kitty Richards. Lady Starshine pumping up their crowd. And Kitty goes to clothesline Lady Starshine but can't get her off her feet. Lady Starshine fighting back against the Wildcat. Kitty Richards whips her through, and again Kitty taking the fight to Lady Starshine. Big right hand takes her down. And a one and a kick out at one, and the Wildcat is furious. Kitty Richards, the lead guitarist in the band Wild Tiger, with those 5 punches to the face of Lady Starshine and a big fist drop to the face of Lady Starshine, and now stomping across the face of Lady Starshine, stomping on the back of the elbow. Former champion eats a kick from the new #1 contender, and that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the Lady Starshine. Wildcat Kitty Richards couldn't get it done with that running kick. Oh, big right hand there to Lady Starshine. Even Starshine Kid on the outside seemed to feel that, and look at this float over DDT. Kitty Richards has the momentum with her right now. She is measuring Lady Starshine. And a big clothesline. Oh, she misses the clothesline. Gets flapjacked up into the air. Throw first across the top turnbuckle. Pops right back to her feet. And drops Lady Starshine 2 feet across the gut. And a double foot stomp to the face. The Wildcat Kitty Richards climbing to the top rope. I know cats have 9 lives, but they can also fly. Look at this shooting star press from the top rope. The Wildcat Kitty Richards puts this to bed. She has beaten Lady Starshine clean as a whistle in the middle of the ring. And Will Richards looks absolutely thrilled for his wife and bandmate as Starshine Kid is fuming on the outside. The Wildcat Kitty Richards will face big-time aerial wrestler at the Masquerade Brawl in a singles matchup. Lady Starshine will not be in that matchup, and if the Wildcat can win the championship, Lady Starshine cannot compete against her for that championship. Thanks for joining us here at Part 6 of Episode 15 of Tombstone TV. Come back for your main event. It's a good one. We're going to determine the #1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship, who will be facing Hardy Boy at the pay-per-view in his first defense. Let's find out next. This is the main event of Tombstone TV, episode 15. This is part 7, and this is the #1 contenders match for that championship right there, for Hardy Boy's Light Heavyweight Championship here at CWS. This is the first time we get to see Hardy Boy with his championship after he defeated the previously undefeated Dr. Dermot Allergy at the Eliminator pay-per-view in a Light Heavyweight Championship match, making him the new champion. He is the 3rd Light Heavyweight Champion here at CWS, and he is escorting his brother to the ring. Hardy Boy, the Light Heavyweight Champion, will defend his title on the pay-per-view. He has asked for it to be against his brother, Dudley. But management has decided that after the performance the Doctor had put in as champion, Dr. Dermot Allergy gets at least a fair crack of the whip here. It's going to be the Doctor versus Dudley. In your main event right now, winner of this goes on to face Hardy Boy at the Masquerade Brawl pay-per-view for the Light Heavyweight Championship. And here we have Dr. Dermatology on her way to the ring with his good friend and colleague Nurse Deceased, who we have seen part of the first response alongside Fire Person Sam. The Doctor is not in good spirits after losing that championship, losing that undefeated streak here at CWS. We haven't seen the Doctor in a few weeks here on TV. You can see how seriously he's taken this loss. The Doctor has no time for the fans right now. As he readies himself, Dudley Boy versus Dr. Dermatology, number one contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship at stake, and the bell rings, lock up center of the ring. Dr. Dermatology whips Dudley to the corner and follows it up with an elbow out of the gates. Doctor now crucifix suplex, lifts him over the top of his head and drops him on the back, dropping that elbow across the face of Dudley. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Doctor went to medical school to learn how to heal, so he knows how to hurt. Doctor drops two elbows, climbs to the top rope, and a third elbow from the top. Dr. Dermatology taking the fight to Dudley Boy, who slides to the outside, and the Doctor follows him right back out there. And again, look at this single arm crucifix suplex. Dr. Dermatology takes him down. Dudley kicks away, gets a bit of breathing room here, and makes the Doctor eat some rights and lefts. Dudley, oh, look at this for a head scissors, taking the Doctor down. Rest count up to 4 as both men are out on the outside. Dudley misses with that spinning kick. Doctor makes him eat a punch and whips Dudley back into the ring. Dr. Dermatology runs right into Dudley's boot. He's carrying Dudley from one end of the ring to the other. He's just showing off here. Drops him, thrown first across the top rope, right in front of his brother, the champ, Hardy Boy. And again, Dr. Dermatology dropping Dudley on the back of his neck, and he's got him looked. Kick out at 2 by Dudley Boy. Doctor with these clubs over the top of the head. He had that one scouted. Dudley went for a schoolboy and missed it. The Doctor whipping him off that rope, drop down, scoop behind, and again, crucifix locked suplex. Somehow Dudley gets out, springboard cross body takes the Doctor down, and a kick to the Doctor. Dudley now, gut wrench German, and the Doctor no-sells it straight back up to his feet, whipping Dudley, and a knee to the gut. The Doctor says that's it, but Dudley gets up behind him and meets him with the head scissors, takes him down. Dudley Boy telling the fans, no, that's it. I'm in control. Big right hand takes the Doctor down. Hardy on the outside celebrating. Dudley with the handspring, head scissors, airplane spin, takes the Doctor down, and Dudley has the Doctor rocked. Dudley whips the Doctor into that far corner. Ref gets out of the way as Dudley approaches. Doctor play possum, knee to the face, turns to momentum. Whips Dudley. Dudley turns to momentum. Doctor flips. Doctor off that rope, ducks the clothesline, and takes Dudley down. The Doctor is pumped up and is feeling it right now. He's gone for that cover on Dudley. 1, 2, and Dudley kicks out. This light heavyweight championship means a lot to both these men. Dudley would love to face his brother on pay-per-view. And the Doctor with a package driver, taking Dudley down. 1, 2, and Dudley kicks out again. Dudley versus Hardy on pay-per-view in singles action. Brother versus brother for the first time. That must appeal to Dudley. But the Doctor really wants his opportunity back at that light heavyweight championship. He may have taken Hardy too lightly at the pay-per-view. I might have been regretting that ever since. Dudley absolutely manhandling the Doctor on the outside here, though. And look at this. Oh my god, look at that, taken down into the armbar. These buys are just so fast that sometimes you're not sure what you're going to land on your head, your back, your neck, who knows. Dr. Dermot Allergy whipping Dudley into nurse deceased. Rest count up to 8. The Doctor runs out now to break up the count. Back up to 1. The Doctor with a drop toe hold takedown of Dudley, and now Dudley fighting back out with these right hands. And Dudley with a running side kick taking the Doctor down. These kicks again on the outside. The Doctor reverses it, slapping Dudley around with these rights. And again, dragging screwed leg takedown. Dr. Dermot Allergy seems to have found a second wind here. He throws Dudley back into the ring and then slowly walks around as if to talk some trash to Hardy Boy. This is what I can do to your brother. It's what I'm going to do to you at the pay-per-view. The Doctor is stalking Dudley now. And he gets up behind him. And he's got him up for the vertebraker. Center of the ring. The Doctor will see you now at the pay-per-view Masquerade Brawl. Hardy Boy, get in the waiting room. The Doctor is waiting on you. The new #1 contender for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship. Dr. Dermot Allergy just put the W in the column and he's booked his ticket to the Masquerade Brawl. Hardy Boy knows what kind of a fight he's in for and has lost out on the opportunity of facing his brother on pay-per-view for championship gold to prove which brother is best. It looks like Dr. Dermot Allergy answered that for him. That was your main event of episode 15, Tombstone TV. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. I've been your host as always, Bullet Fun Awesome. Like, subscribe, follow us for more. Next week we hope to have some updates on El Maestro and what's going to happen with St. James Park and the whole Intercontinental Championship Masquerade Brawl matchup. Join us next week to find out what's going to happen there. Thank you and good night.